Hello everyone, I am Bhumiba Gohil and today I am presenting Influence of Italian Renaissance on English Literature. These are my academic information. So let us see what is Italian Renaissance. So it is a period of great cultural and intellectual flourishing in Italy, and approximate time period is 14th century to 17th century. We don't have a confirmed time period of this. And some of the key features of Italian Renaissance are humanism, which is focus on human condition; individualism, which is importance of the individual; secularism. So there was a decline of Catholic Church, and because of that, there was a growing interest in secular affairs; and arts, flowering of creativity in painting, sculpting, architecture, music, and literature. So during Italian Renaissance, we see there is a great interest in arts. Now, concept of humanism. Concept of humanism is a pivotal aspect of Italian Renaissance. In literature, we see human-centric stories, and that idea origins from Italian Renaissance. And so, humanism focuses on human potential and places and the individual in the center, and it places the individual in the center, like they are the focus of the story, and it celebrates human creativity, capabilities, and intellect. The aim of humanist agenda was to rediscover lost and forgotten texts because at their core humanists were educators, and there is also a secular point of view in humanism. So it is not rejecting religion, but a secular point of view and accepting all the religion. And there was a desire to explore the world through the lens of reason and human centered values. So this is a major aspect of Italian Renaissance, and from that we see this is continuing in English literature as well. So, influence on poetry. We know that Petrarch was a 17th century poet who started this Petrarchan sonnet. And he influenced many English writers like Sir Thomas Yard, Henry Howard, and Edmund Spenser. And so, this is how the sonnet form is introduced in English literature. There is also the tradition of epic poetry that continues in English literature through Italian. So, Orlando Furioso by Aristo and Tasso's Jerusalem Delivered both inspired Milton's Paradise Lost. And some themes that are very much prevalent in Italian poetry is courtly love poems, mythological and classical themes, and carpe diem, which is seize the day, and celebration of life, and individual and idealized beauty. So all of these themes we also see in English literature, English poetry as well. Okay, influence of drama. So, because of Italian Renaissance, there was an introduction to new dramatic forms like blank verse, graceful satire of society, five-act structure, choruses, all of this. And use of classical themes was done by Italian writers, which is also incorporated by English dramatists. There is also Machiavellian influence through political drama. So, Machiavelli was a politician at that time and also a writer and dramatist. And Machiavellian thinking is this celebrating intelligent individual. Otherwise, intelligence and ambition is seen as a bad thing or is seen in negative light. But because of Machiavellian influence, we see them in positive. So, example of this would be Dr. Faustus. Also, Italian drama makes use of masks, pageants, and festivals. And inspired from that, we see plays like The Rover that also use these. And there is emphasis on wit, wordplay, and clever dialogues. Translated works. Translated work got access. These translated works got us access to Italian literary treasure, we can say, and these translated works worked as a mode of cultural exchange, and they have a long-lasting impact on English literature. And Sir Thomas Yard translated Petrarch's sonnets and poetries, and that is how he introduced the sonnet in English literature. And other than that, Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy is also a most significant Italian translated work. Conclusion. So, the Italian Renaissance had a profound and lasting impact on the development of English literature. And through the introduction of new literary forms, new stylistic techniques, the thematic concerns, Italian Renaissance writers inspired English authors to expand the horizon of English literature. And this helped in creating works of enduring literary merit. And we see these influence even today, and the influence of Italian Renaissance literature continues to be felt in contemporary work. And this gave us a legacy and a rich legacy of works of our times that are inspired from this time period. These are my references, and thank you. Now, for any questions.
Bhubi, my question is for you. Who, according to you, from the Italian Renaissance had a big impact on English literature?
Okay, so there were several writers and artists that left a lasting impact. Some of them is Petrarch, of course, because of his sonnets, and we have, as I said, Machiavellian. Thinking is also now celebrated, and we see intelligence as a good thing in our characters. So you can say him. And other than that, Dante is also very influencing.
Bhubi, my question is, what was the central aim of humanist agendas during the Italian Renaissance?
Okay, so during before Italian Renaissance, divinity was very much focused in literature, and this entire central aim of humanist agenda was to put human at the center of the story and give more, you can say, credit to their intellect and their capabilities and everything. And also, as I mentioned, that they wanted to explore the past literature, and they wanted to correct them, you can say. So they wanted to revisit the old works, and they wanted to make them human centric as well.